guys, welcome back to the Community Cares Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And we have a really special guest. I say that almost every week, but I really respect this man. He does great work in the community. He's the president for a new organization that our friend Andrea Pelto is a part of. It's called Senior Rescue with a Q, and they're doing great work. He'll talk about that a little bit later. He's also running for office as well. He's a candidate for that. And so let's let you introduce yourself.
Well, hello, everyone. Good afternoon, if it's airing in the afternoon. My name is Jesse Kalter. I've been an attorney in this area for almost 20 years in private practice and in court multiple times a week, and I've practiced in most courts throughout northern Nevada, and I'm grateful to be here with you, Chaz.
Awesome. So before we go on to the events, what office are you running for?
Okay, so I am running for Sparks Municipal Court Department 2. Judge Spoo is retiring at the end of this year, so it'll be an open seat for us in the election.
Awesome, and that is a nonpartisan race and definitely a vital role in our community. A lot of responsibility, a lot of, when you make those decisions, that's a lot of weight. You impact people's lives for many years to come. So thank you for stepping up for that. And tell us, I guess we'll get to that during the resource about Senior Rescue.
Yeah, no, definitely. Honestly, as far as events, I just wanted to talk about our fundraiser coming up on December 3rd here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. I'm really excited for it. We've already got some big donations. Target donated a $50 gift card. Moynihan Nursery did a $250 gift card. All sorts of people are coming alongside and donating and helping us with our fundraiser. It's going to be an open house fundraiser. $5 at the door. Very, very low. Very intentionally. There's going to be drinks and
karaoke, right?
No karaoke. No, I decided, I don't know. I think that's weird. I want to make it a little more classy. We're already going to be doing the podcast live, so it's like, it's a lot to kind of, do both but if you can't make it, there's actually going to be a digital side of the fundraiser too, where you can bid on items and you can enter in for tickets, all sorts of things, digital only items that you can only win online. So donations are going to be open very soon for that, and so it's going to be a mix. It's all for Giving Tuesday. If you don't know, Giving Tuesday is a big day. This year it's in December, which was strange to me because normally it's in November, but it's the Tuesday following Thanksgiving. And for nonprofits, it's one of our biggest days of the year.
Awesome. And I know the holidays, because we're probably, we're getting into the holidays here, and it can be a really difficult time for many. Yeah. We've all had losses, and I think it kind of amplifies. So I just wanted to remind everybody, we have 2 monthly grief support groups at Circle Life Hospice, and that's the first and third Tuesday of the month at 3:30 p.m., and that's open to any loss. Wow. We've had people who've loved ones unfortunately completed suicide or overdose, just health complications, whatever it may be. We're there as a family, and it's open to the community at no cost. You can learn more at colhospice.com, and just know that you're not alone. We're going to be doing an angel tree gathering in December. I think it's December 5th, but we'll get that information out. Yeah. And we make ornaments and just honor our loved ones, and it's really a beautiful time. So know that you're not alone, and we're here to support you if you need that.
So is the grief support group different from the Death Cafe?
Oh yeah, completely completely different. So if you might not have ever heard of it. It sounds pretty morbid.
He's like, what am I walking into?
So it's actually a amazing event. It's an international movement, and it's basically a giant tea party, and we just talk about death, different cultural topics, maybe advanced directives, what hospice is, and we do a quarterly one at Ollie with UNR, and you can find that at ollie.org or .com. And on the UNR School of Medicine website.
Just do Google search, right?
Yeah, just do Google search.
Just do Google search, guys.
And then we do a community one every 6 months. So that is completely different. Death Cafe is actually not grief support at all, and we say that in the rules. But we provide both because education is important. And death is scary, right? We got to break the stigma, and Americans are scared to talk about death.
Yeah. Man, as we're approaching the end of the year, though, man, I'm just so excited for some of the things we're working on and some of the big announcements. announcements that we can't talk about now.
Oh yeah, like the. No, oh, don't give me that look.
We have some big stuff coming. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet's definitely growing a lot right now, and we're really excited because without your support, we don't exist. That's why this fundraiser, that's why what we're doing, this podcast, even sharing this podcast with a friend, is how we exist as an organization, because it's all about working together. Because we're better together. We need to be working, and that's why we started this podcast, is because we really wanted to work with community partners and really try our best to have these longer form conversations with people in the community like yourself, and just talk about how can we make this community a better place for everyone, right?
That's right.
And that's my mission. I know that's Chaz's mission. Is that your mission, Chaz?
Yeah, we're strong and united. And just like our cliche little saying is, be the change that you wish to see in the world, or be the change that you want to see in the world. And,
yeah.
I know that you embody that. You're a community leader, and I've watched you for quite a while.
Thank you.
Especially like with seniors and just some of your passions. So leading into that, do you have any other events?
No, I do want to share before we dive into the resource or the person, is I wanted to talk first, just to let you guys know, we are getting so many donations here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, which is amazing. But with that, we need even more with some of these announcements that we're going to be announcing later, hopefully sooner than later, but we'll see. And we need more volunteer support than ever before. And so I want to shout that out. Please, if you're interested, I know it's holiday season and everyone is definitely more generous, which is awesome, but definitely getting more volunteers to help us sort the clothes and get it to the people that need it most.
And it's not
vital.
It's not as scary as you might think it to be. I mean, you could give 1 or 2 hours a month and just sorting clothes in the back, and that makes a huge difference for us. That's actually a huge need we need, because you guys are so generous with your clothes, which please don't stop that, because we're supporting Eddie House and Bristlecone and Circle Life Guest House, which is Nevada's first social model hospice house, and some new ones to be announced and some other stuff going on. So thank you. And we also do need financial support. We completely operate off grants and donations. We do not charge for anything. And so we do need the community if you can. And if you can only give through awareness, sharing our podcast, that really helps too, getting the word out.
Absolutely.
I have a question for you guys.
Please.
I assume you're a 501c3?
Yes, we are. Yep.
Okay. And I'd be happy to talk to other judges in some of the courts where folks need to get community service hours in. Would you be willing to accept some help like that?
100%. And we do receive some individuals that need community service.
We'd love that. That would be a huge help.
Absolutely.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
And it's this pretty easy, safe environment, right? It's not too overcomplicated, but it is a huge service to get these clothes out. I mean, just the kids that come here for not getting bullied at school because they have holes in their clothes. It all starts in the back with sorting the clothes and making sure they're a good fit.
110%.
And as I told Dave before we started here, I got a rack of clothes in the closet that unfortunately doesn't look like I'm going to fit in anymore. So they're pretty nice, and I'm going to get them over to you guys.
Terms with it. I love it.
That's awesome.
And the men's clothes are the hardest to come by, because we do give away a lot of men's clothes. So thank you.
Thank you.
That's important.
Yeah. So we exist because of you. So definitely consider coming to our fundraiser. That's December 3rd. And it's going to be online. It's going to be an all day kind of thing. And we'll get more specific times as we get closer, but definitely mark your calendars for Giving Tuesday, December 3rd. Make it a point to come in, or just visit us online and help support us financially.
And something we're working on with Reno, I won't go into too much details, but with the court system, and maybe, if you get in the office, something to consider is a micro closet in Sparks for those people in the work programs and different things. That is absolutely something we would love to provide and have a partnership, just so you're
I would love to work with you guys on that if I'm elected.
Yeah, we love to meet people where they're at, because not everybody has easy access to come here. Sometimes there's transportation issues, and so we just try to have different presences throughout the community.
So that's smart.
All right.
Sparks is big.
It is big. It's growing.
I'll tell you, as I'm out walking doors in neighborhoods, I mean, I've lived here for years, and I am blown away how diverse and large it is, the amount of homes and people that now live here.
Mm-hmm.
So with that comes demand for services.
It really does. Yeah.
How long have you been here, Jesse?
So I've been in the general area since 2001. Took a little break for law school. Been back permanently since 2005.
Okay.
And then I purchased my home in Sparks specifically in 2015.
Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
So you're a local.
I consider consider myself a local now.
Someone told me
No one else is claiming me.
Well, that's what people. I don't. It was a friend of mine who was from California. He said, if you've been here for 5 years, then you can call yourself a local. But if you're pre 5 years, you can't call yourself a local. And I'm like,
says the guy that lives in Sparks and is, what is your Instagram tag? Dave Arito?
Oh my goodness. But it really is such a transient city. Like, a lot of people come in and out all the time. And I think part of that is that Reno and Sparks is a hard place to be. It really is. Like, it's an island, and it's really hard to get to the next bigger city from here. It really is.
You know what's weird though is, like, a lot of my high school friends, I lived here my whole life, but I did move away for work for about 3 years to Roseville, California. But just like a lot of my friends, I came back because even so, it's not directly near a bunch of huge cities.
Right.
It's kind of nice because it's like a big city. It's the biggest little city for Reno, and there's all the different seasons, and it really is special. And I will say, we have some of the best community members who come together and want to make a difference. I mean, truly, we have so many events. How many events we get to talk about every episode that it's incredible.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. And it is a great place to be, but you have to want to be here.
Yeah.
It's hard to sometimes break into some of the social structures and talk to different people. It's difficult because we still have, in this area, we still have that small town feel. Mm-hmm. Even though we're growing a lot right now, we still have a small town feel. I think. What is it? Like I don't know. 5 years ago, it was like 2 degrees of separation. It's probably more than that now. It's probably, I don't know, 3 degrees, maybe even more. But like, if I know someone, Chaz probably knows them, and we even experience that all the time, right? It's like our friend Jim Hunter. We didn't know we both knew Jim Hunter.
I know. That's so funny.
But we both knew him through different areas and fields in life. And if you know someone, probably they know someone that you know. Yeah, because of this area and how we network, how we talk, how the locals are.
You got to be careful because you do something bad, it's out in the world very quickly.
It does still have a small town feel to it. Like, I moved out here for a job from Massachusetts in 2001, selling casino uniforms.
Oh, wow.
And I fell in love with it, and not the selling casino uniforms. Ended up getting laid off after 9/11, but hey, it led me to become a lawyer. So everything happens for a reason. And I found Reno and Sparks that year and fell in love with it. Just like you said, like, people are nice. It still has a small town feel to it, and that's why I decided to make it home after that. Yeah.
I'll give 2 thumbs up to that. Ready? Here we go. Fireworks. Oh!
I gave it thumbs down, dude. What'd you do?
Fireworks.
It's a hard community, though, for sure. I think it is hard to kind of break into some of the social circles. I know because my background is I was a pastor before I was executive director here, and just even getting into some of those social circles was complicated. It was very, very complicated. And starting here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, it was complicated getting some of the social circles I'm in now, just because everyone has so much that they're doing. Everyone is very self-absorbed. Like, hey, Jesse, we text you, we emailed you today, and you're like, you know what? I'll do it. I'll be on the show, right?
That's right.
That's not common.
But thank you, by the way, for making it.
That's not normal in this society. It's really not, because I think we as individuals get so self-focused, and I'm guilty of it too. Chaz is guilty of it too.
Okay, Dr. Phil.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, I just think it's funny. Jesse's like, well, this is a therapy session.
I could use it right now.
I bet you're busy. Well, why don't you tell us all the things you're busy
You always
with.
give me a hard time. I have to give you a hard time, man. He's always giving me a hard time.
I would never give you a hard time.
No, but yeah, tell us what you're busy with, and then we'll talk about senior rescue and kind of what you guys are all about, because you guys are doing some great work. And, we deal with a lot of seniors here who, unfortunately, in the climate, are choosing between prescriptions and food, and that's tough. So
and housing,
and especially housing.
Yeah. Well, this has been an incredibly busy year for me, guys. Not only running a law practice that I have employees and clients and court all the time. Like I said, I decided to put my name in for Sparks Municipal Court Judge, and we had to put our names in January. So a lot of other people got to file like in March.
Right. I didn't know that.
The judges had to file basically the first week or so of January. So it's been a marathon that now, come September's turned into a sprint.
Wow.
So that just has been an incredible experience. I've come to meet so many people like yourselves, like Andrea, like Marcy, just all these people in the community that are taking care of the less fortunate. And it's been an amazing experience. And, I'm here to chip in wherever I can. For fun, I like to mountain bike. I have
motorcycle. I saw that.
I got some Harleys. It's killing me that
You're busy.
It's hard to bring campaign signs around on the motorcycle. So I've been living out of my truck, I think. But
whoa, yeah.
But I have hunting dogs, and again, one of the great things about where we live is the outdoors. You mentioned 4 seasons. In Massachusetts, where I grew up, we'd have 3 feet of snow 6 times a year, and then humid summers and mosquitoes. It's here you can plan an outdoor event with very little chance of rain in the summer, and which is the outdoors here is awesome. So
beautiful. Do you bow hunt or rifle hunt?
I only chucker hunt and quail hunt. So for me, it's about the pointing dogs. And when I was a little less busy, I would compete in field trials and train them and things. So, but hopefully we can get back to that in a few years or so. But it's been a very busy year, and but I'm grateful for you guys to have me on the show to talk about Senior Rescue.
Absolutely. So now Senior Rescue, tell us a little bit about, so what do you guys do first and foremost, and why did you become a part of this organization?
Okay, so Senior Rescue is a nonprofit, and it came together through a group of people that were trying to help our seniors in a large sorry about that.
That's okay.
Try not to destroy your equipment.
It's taking me like 57 episodes to try to not do that.
That are struggling with the constant rent increases that people are experiencing here in Northern Nevada, and especially seniors. And what's really neat about what we do is we help people from a large range of income. Because, there could be someone with relatively little income with lesser rent, but the people that have, more income but a much higher rent still find themselves living paycheck, month to month and have a budget. And so what Senior Rescue does is we provide rental assistance for certain people that have rent increases, and we will actually supplement their rent up to $250 a month for 12 months.
That's awesome.
Additionally, we will help connect them with various services where they may apply for certain funding and things. So we do some amazing work. We're up and running. We're taking applicants now.
Awesome.
We're already assisting seniors in Washoe County, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah. You know what I love about this organization is, how this all started, one of the ways is Marcy is a friend of ours and a senior advocate in the community, and she is kind of like a middle income retired fixed income senior, but there was no resources for her, and her rent was going up and up and up, and so she was really inspired. And so I love that even Mark is a great guy. He's a developer, really contributed to this, and it just shows the need. If the developers are seeing this as well and getting involved, the ones that have a heart, there is a huge need, and especially for that middle class, for the fixed income seniors, because they make too much to get the resources, but there's nothing out there to help them.
Right.
So what do? They
don't qualify for the other things that some of the lesser income people do, and getting evicted is getting evicted. It's scary. It's a dreadful experience, and it's affecting a large range financially of our seniors in the area.
It would be crazy, like, to be a senior. You're retired. You're on a fixed income. You really can't work. Maybe you can. Maybe not a lot, though. And you get kicked out of your apartment?
Right.
That'd be nuts.
And it goes on your record to try to get another place.
Wow.
It's really hard. We have wait lists on the lower income senior residents for 2 to 3 years.
That'd be so scary.
And just look at the CARES campus. The reality is 40 to 50% of those people are seniors.
Oh, yeah.
And not all of them have behavioral or addiction issues. A lot of them are on a fixed income and have nowhere to go.
Sure.
So, that's really tough. I know Blake is the executive director.
Yep.
I wanted to throw his number out real quick. And you can, if you're a senior and you're struggling, you can give him a call. And he is Blake Vanderwell, and you might know him as Councilwoman Vanderwell's husband. And Diane's a wonderful lady, and she's going to come on the show eventually too. 775-771-4372. And this is a really important program because it really combats what we call the waterfall effect. I'm sure you've heard that term. And once they get over that waterfall and get evicted, it's really difficult to get out of the hole. So the fact that you guys give that little extra help of support can be huge.
And we actually have an office. It's in Reno at 1150 Selmy Drive, Suite 505, Reno 89512. Surprise, surprise, it's the same address as Jesse Kalter Law PC. So, and like you, we're looking at funding from grants and things like that. Yeah. But really, it's generous people that have been sending in checks, and it's tax deductible. So give Blake a call. All checks and donations can be mailed to my office, made out to Senior Rescue. And we also have the office where people can come in and apply and be interviewed by Blake.
That's wonderful.
So
it's cool.
It's awesome.
It helps, especially with the senior population, to have that in-person interaction. It really makes a difference. And then you guys have a website, which is Senior Rescue, so senior, resq.org. And can you give online at this time or no?
I'm not sure. Okay. I think most of the donations have come by check. I'm sure that will be. We actually talked about that at the last board meeting, setting up an anecdote account or something where someone can apply or donate right through the website. But to answer one last question, you said, how did I kind of get involved? Mm-hmm. So in law school,
did Andrea drag you?
No, Andrea? Yeah. No, I was stoked when I heard about this idea because I lived with my grandfather. He was in his 80s, obviously retired when I lived in law school, and he was pretty much on a fixed income, as most seniors are when they don't have a viable income coming in. And so I was able to live with them, and that cut down on other expenses and things for him, where he had the dignity to remain in his home. So I think what that would have done to him, for him to be evicted from his home. I mean, that guy served in World War II. Jeez. He was a retired veterinarian, and at 85, 86, 87 years old, to be evicted.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, so that's where I identify with these people and want to do whatever I can to help. And I'm really proud of Blake and Andrea and everybody on the board and Mark, of course, too.
Yeah, good people putting, walking your guys' talk. So I appreciate you stepping up for that. And actually, I had deja vu for a second. I've heard that story. You were on Connie McMullen's radio show, and I tuned in.
Yep.
And that I was really inspired
Senior
by
Spectrum.
that. Yeah, the Senior Spectrum, absolutely. And I like that. You can relate that to your grandfather, and it's true. People even if they aren't veterans, but especially the veterans, they work hard all their lives, and this is how they have to come out of retirement.
Seniors deserve dignity.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. We help a lot of seniors here. Probably 30-40% of our clients are seniors, and we have a whole video online. And I think it was Michael. His name was Michael. We don't use last names or anything, but he did this whole interview. He's living in the low-income senior apartments, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't afford socks." That's why I come here. I can barely afford food. I have to go to the food bank, and it blows me away because he's worked his whole life. He had his kid living with him, and now he's retired, but he just has Social Security and other stuff, and that's it. And if you think about it, when rent's going to go up, right? And it's been going up, and it's going to keep. It's going to keep going on that trend unless something happens.
Sure.
So that's terrifying to know that you don't have any other source of income besides what you've already saved. And you don't know how much you actually need for that amount of time. So services like yours, where they're connecting with other grants or other sources of income, or any way that they could get a little break is vital to our senior population. It really is.
And we cover a real wide range of AMI, annual, median income.
Yeah.
And you would be surprised. So go on our website and take a look, because you might say, "Oh, there's no way I could qualify for rental assistance based on my and maybe my spouse's combined income." But you guys may be living in a rent district where it's $2,200 a month,
right?
And now going up to $2,450,
right?
And so we help people like that too, and a lot of those people, like you said, don't qualify for other programs.
Absolutely,
that's huge.
And I think it's also the gift of time, because even if they can't stay there long term, it gives them enough time to be able to get through a few months and make a plan of where they can go.
Yeah, like a bridge.
Like a bridge, exactly. Yeah. So that's super powerful. I had one lady I met, and she was paying, I think, $600 or $700 for many years, like 8 years in the studio, and they wanted her out. So when her lease came up, they jacked it up to $1,600. And it's like, how is that legal? I know that we don't want to necessarily do rent control. There's lots of controversy. It's very complex, and it's a complex situation. But there's got to be something we can do, and at least we can do what you guys are doing in the meantime.
Correct. Thank you.
Yeah, no, great organization. If you're listening to this and this speaks to you, definitely donate to them. This is a great cause, and Jesse, thank you for coming on and sharing with us the information and all the different things you guys do as an organization.
Thank you.
Do you guys do volunteers at all, or do you accept volunteers? Is that something you guys would do?
So at this juncture, we don't really need volunteers.
Okay.
Blake is our executive director, and he has been handling all the applications, and then essentially he'll interview someone, he'll get other information, he'll get their situation, and then he will take it to the board and we'll vote to approve it. But the vast majority of the time, he's finding applicants that meet our qualifications.
Perfect.
And we approve that. And but if we continue to grow at the trend we're growing, then we'll eventually need more volunteers to help with certainly getting the word
Awareness,
out. We're new.
Sure.
We're new this year, and so we've been hitting lots of local events and things and setting up booths. So really the volunteering we need right now is to pass the message
Outreach.
out and let let people know we're here for them.
Perfect. Right. Well, we'd love to put up a little small, I haven't told you this, but no, it's just teasing you, a little poster board or something up front for our seniors, because I do think it would tremendously help them. And you guys have funds available, so please let us know if you can get that to us, and some literature. We have a resource wall. But what a great organization. I mean, really making a difference.
Yeah, it matters. And the more we can figure out how to work together as community partners, Good Shepherd does have a platform right now because of generous donors and generous people that are a part of what we're doing. And so if we're able to just say, hey, we're going to help get that word out, we love to be able to do that. So thank you so much.
And vice versa.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely, what's the website again?
It is. I got it right here.
Jeez, a president doesn't even know the website.
You guys are.
I might be fired at the next board meeting.
Good job. Don't look at him like that.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's senior and then rescue resq.org.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool. I love that little Q in there.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
we're rescuing people that are falling between the cracks. Just like you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, with these small 501c3s, we're all kind of interconnected. Like you said, like a lot of people that you're helping will be the same people we're helping.
100%.
Exactly.
And then the next group, and the next group, and the next group. And that's really what community giving back is in leadership.
I was just laughing, thinking someone's going to get some really nice suits from Jesse soon.
Yes. Unless I am walking door to door, so I might lose some pounds and get back to those old suits, but more than likely they'll end up here at Good Shepherd.
I thought you came to terms with it.
Yeah, I've come to terms. I've been saying I'm going to lose that weight for 15 years.
Dude, I have a whole drawer, same exact stuff. I'm like, this will never fit me. Why am I keeping this?
That's like Phil. Remember Phil, the president of the National Automobile Museum? He was finally one day, he brought us 2 bags and said, okay, I've given up.
Giving up. I mean, I think we all do that, and that's why having a place like this is so important, knowing that your clothing goes to people that need it. It's not sold, it's always free, and it's given to the community. So thank you for being on, and please
I'm honored.
Support Jesse if you can, and there's lots of ways to support him, and we're all about community, and we're all about working together. So thank you for being a part of this community and being a part of what we're doing at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet and with the Community Cares podcast. It's crucial that without you we don't exist. Make sure to visit getclothes.org for more information, to learn more about how you can get involved and why you should be involved. Share a video, let someone know, maybe just tell someone, hey, go to getclothes.org, find out more about them. Word of mouth in this small community, like we were talking about earlier, is so important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is not a political show, but if I can give some nonpartisan advice, judges are such a vital role in our community. They impact in so many ways. I just want to encourage everybody to do your research. Go out there and educate educate yourself on the different candidates and what they're all about. Look at their actions, and that is a nonpartisan advice for the day.
Chaz, you do your research, dude.
I do my research. You're right. So
do you?
Yeah, I can't publicly endorse because of the different organizations, but if you do your research, I think it'll be clear.
Do your research. I'm bad at research, though. I'm not great at it. Sometimes. Depends on what it is.
Do your research at jesseforjudge.com.
Well, I can't say it, but I'm glad you did. No.
Everyone should look at all the candidates.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yep.
I do a lot of Disney research. I know all sorts of stuff about Disneyland.
That's true. You are a big Star Wars buff.
That's right. Absolutely.
How'd you do that thing with the screen? I'm still wondering about that. Can you do that one more time?
No, so you just 2 thumbs up if it'll work.
Oh, just thumbs. There it goes. Woo. Oh my gosh.
Here, we'll do the hearts. Ready? Everybody do a heart like this. 1, 2, 3.
It only will work for you. It doesn't work for me, dude. He's trying, man. He's trying. Oh man. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching.
Better stick to my day job.
We appreciate your support. We help over 700 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. See you next week. See you later.
Take care. Thank you.